welcome back to another video. I'm enjoying my breakfast. I'm having some oatmeal with some blackberries and some kiwi, which matches my sweater. And also, very quickly, we're supposed to actually eat the skin of the kiwi because it's the part that holds the most fiber. And if you go on the internet and just do a little bit of research, you'll know that a lot of younger people are dying from colon cancer, and the main reason is because we're not getting enough fiber and we're eating a lot of processed foods with dyes in it. So it's very important for you guys to eat fiber. So be cautious of what you're putting in your body. Try to be a little bit more mindful of the nutrition factors behind everything that you're ingesting into your body. And that's just my little take for the day. But I'm enjoying my breakfast because I have a very long day ahead of me. I have a new intake today. I have to conduct a bunch of assessments. I have to run group, and then I have a federal meeting at 1. So it's definitely going to be a long day, aside from case noting, all of that. So I definitely have the day set out for me, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It means that it's most likely going to go by really fast. So before you know it, I'll be home and relaxing and catching up with you guys again. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish my breakfast since I do have to get going here pretty soon. So I will see you guys a little bit later. I just got home from work and it was literally a non-stop kind of day. I broke my nail. It seems like every time I have a long day, I break my nail. And that's what happened today. Obviously, internship placements are different for everyone, but at my placement, I don't want to necessarily say the placement that I work at just because that's not something that I feel comfortable disclosing right now. But maybe once I finish my placement, I can go ahead and share that. But at my placement, when we do intakes, we do a lot of trauma assessments, risk assessments, intake assessments that can consist of anything from like historical disclosures. We also assess we conduct the Columbia suicide risk assessment. So it pertains a lot of questions for the individual, and it's a very lengthy process. On top of that, we have to document. Basically, case noting and intake is a pretty lengthy note because you're supposed to be documenting everything that you're talking about, as well as disclosures made, especially if it's depending on the severity of the disclosure, how you went about documenting it, if it needs additional follow-up, if it needs to go up in the chain. So it's, again, very, very lengthy, and we have to, I don't know if I mentioned it, but we have to then file it in the portal that we have. Right when I finished the intake, I jumped right into a group session, finished that, case noted the session. And when I tell you guys case notes, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Case noting and documenting is just not my forte. And because I run groups with 8 people, it's like printing it out 8 times, signing it 8 times, and then filing it 8 times. It just seems like a really tedious task, but documentation is so important, especially for clinicians, because God forbid your client's records were ever subpoenaed by a judge. But that's just how I feel about case notes. That's my little intake on that. I'm snacking on some blueberries. I actually snacked on some carrots on the way here. I don't know why, but I'm like in such a carrot funk right now. All I want to eat for a snack is a carrot. So whatever, I mean, at least it's healthy. But now I'm sitting here with my iPad because now I have to do some schoolwork, and that's just the joy of being a college student, that sometimes you're gonna have a stressful day at your internship site and you still have to come home and do homework. So it sucks to suck, but the number one thing that has really stuck with me throughout this journey is that the burnout and the fatigue and the frustration of managing school and your internship is only temporary. This is just a season of distress, and this too shall pass. And there will be a time in the future where I don't have to worry about this. But as I mentioned, it is just a season. It is not forever. This is only temporary. And that moment that I walk across the stage knowing that I gave it my all will mean more than anything to me. So I'm just so excited for that moment. So I am gonna zone in on what I have to do, and I don't think I'm gonna film anything else for today because it's pretty much gonna be a chill afternoon. So I will see you guys tomorrow. So it's 2 days later since I filmed the last clip, and unfortunately a lot has changed. But before I get into that topic, I want to just briefly say that as interns, it's very important that you advocate for yourself, because as social workers, we're, taught in school the importance of advocating for our clients, and you should be able to do that for yourself as well. Your voice matters, your opinion matters, and at the end of the day, this experience is affecting your learning. So make sure to always remember that. So now I will touch a little bit on the subject of my internship. I will no longer be working at my placement. This decision really came out of the blue because they asked me to do something that I wasn't comfortable doing. And with the support of my school and my supervisor, I decided that it was not what I wanted to do for myself, and I was terminated from my placement. I am feeling very supported, and I know that I made the right decision for myself. Unfortunately, I do feel a little hurt by how things transpired, and I wish it would have been a little bit differently, handled a little bit differently. But regardless, I feel very supported, and my school is already working on finding me another placement. So I'll definitely be keeping you guys in the loop. Yesterday, I was very emotional, and I processed the fact that I will no longer be going back to my placement. It just feels very unfortunate because I was becoming very fond of the minors I was working with, the staff. I really enjoyed my supervisor's teaching style, and I feel like I was actually learning a lot as an intern. So it's just really sad to know that this chapter is coming to a close. But I also have faith that things will work out, and every challenge that I face, I know that ultimately I'm going to overcome it with faith and with the support of my family. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't want to start getting emotional again because I know that it is out of my hands and I'm leaving it all to Jesus. And that is all I will say about that. To zone back into today, today is Friday the 13th. So tomorrow's Valentine's Day. And restaurants are usually very, very busy during this time of year. So my fiance and I decided to go out for dinner the day before, which is tonight. And so we're gonna go and enjoy ourselves some Italian food. So let's go get some food in my belly. Out here. It is bright out.
Connect to a Wi-Fi network.
Please start with pinkware.
But I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river.
We just got home from dinner. It was absolutely delicious. I didn't even get to film the before of our full meal before I dug into it, but I can attest that it was really, really good.
It was.
It really was. But we're not doing anything for the rest of the afternoon. We're just gonna relax and take it easy. So I will see you guys tomorrow. It's officially Valentine's Day and I'm all ready to go. We are gonna go watch a play at our local theater, and now I'm just waiting for Everton to finish getting ready. And I received some good news this morning. My field advisor sent me an email with a potential field placement for my clinical internship, but it really just comes to the fact that you just have to trust Jesus, because you just have to have faith. And I genuinely had a moment of realization and peace yesterday morning. And I think today when that email was sent out, I just felt like a sense of relief and almost like acknowledgement in a way, that he is always listening. You just have to trust in him. But that's just my little 2 cents on that. Please tell me I'm not the only one with a fiance that leaves the lights on everywhere. This has to be like a universal guy thing, because all throughout the house, it's like a routine of mine to go in at every room of the house before we head out and turn off all the lights, because this guy leaves every single light on and then wonders why our light bill is so high. Yeah. Please let me know I'm not the only one that has a fiance like that. Before we headed out, I asked Everton to install this camera mount on my car. And at first I was a little hesitant because it looks really big and I thought it was going to block my view. We figured it out. Tell him.
We figured it out. We figured it out.
Well, not we.
Yeah, it's not that hard. So we figured
it out.
Good.
Okay, but
that's for this camera.
That camera.
Now let's figure out the phone.
Yes, that's the issue.
Not an issue.
Well, because this is the only other thing they
we're gonna
give
figure
you.
out the phone. Yeah, it's gonna be easy.
The instructions are also in Mandarin, so that doesn't help.
No, it's in English.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I see Dutch. I don't see English. So we're back in the car, and we're about to head out to go watch the play. It starts at 2, and it's 1:35, so we need to get going. So Everton installed this thing for me for my car. This is so cool.
It is pretty cool.
Did I tighten it correctly? Right? I think so, because look.
Yeah.
How cool is that? How cool is this guy? Well, we just had a little bit of overstimulation.
Damn right.
Going on. Because he couldn't figure out the settings for the adjuster. And he's like, we're going to be late. We have to get going. And... but he figured it out. Everything worked out perfectly fine. Yeah. And look at how stabilized this is. We're not like jerking around because the camera's moving. It's perfectly fine, and you can see the road, and all hands are on the steering wheel, so we're safe and sound, you guys. Safe and sound. Anyway, I'm really excited, and I'm looking forward to this play. I still have no idea what the play is about, because Mr. over here bought the tickets, and I have absolutely no clue, but I'm sure it's gonna knock our socks off.
See, I don't even remember the name of it, but I think it would be good.
Yeah,
just something new, something we're not mentally anticipating how it's gonna be.
Exactly. Just
go there and enjoy it.
And I'm about to ask something because I think he might have forgotten it, but did you forget my glasses?
You know what? Yeah.
You doing?
Because you're rushing me.
Did you actually? Dang. Now I'm gonna have to be blind. I'm just kidding. I think I might have some extra glasses.
It's the fact you assume I forgot it. That's why I said I forget it. But here's your glasses.
Oh. Mm-hmm. He's always ready, you guys.
Yeah.
Dang, that car was so close to us. But as I'm getting older, I'm getting blinder. So I need these little hefty glasses with me. So we'll see you guys at the play.
Paint me a scene, city in color, the way that you see, the way you see it. Don't you wish that I could give you, I could give you everything. If you wanna run ahead, I'll meet you where the water meets the earth we cling to. If you wanna find the edge, I'll come too.
We just got out of the play. It was absolutely phenomenal. It was a tear jerker. Is that what it's called?
Tearjerker.
Yeah, it was a tear jerker. It was a comical play. It tugged on your heartstrings for sure. And I would say I 100% recommend it. Although by the time you see this, it's probably not going to be playing at our local theater anymore. Can I see the little pamphlet actually?
Yes, sir.
So the name of the play is called The Net Will Appear, and this is what it looks like. And it basically showcases a story of an older gentleman who lives next door to a 9-year-old little girl, and he seems like a little bitter at first. And of course, you know, little kids are always going to be asking 1,000 questions, but he becomes very fond of the little girl. And it basically gives you like his background, because he lost his daughter when she was just 5 years old. He eventually has to put his wife in a nursing home, and so he's very lonely, and he turns to alcohol, which the little girl refers to as juice, even though it's Jim Beam. And so it's just very comical, because the little girl, she makes a lot of like very trendy comments and jokes. She even referenced Bad Bunny, which I thought was hilarious.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's definitely like it made me cry at the end. I will say it made me cry. So what'd you think of the play?
It was good.
Yeah, you're not gonna admit that it made you cry?
No.
There was a lot of people that were sniffing and
there was a lot.
puffing, but it was,
You just sense it in the air when just listening to everyone.
yeah, it was so
It was
good.
really good.
Support your local theater, you guys. The arts, the
Yeah.
fine arts matter.
It really does.
And now we're gonna go grocery shopping. We stopped at 85 Degree Bakery. Get all the yummies. It's actually really busy right now. It's on a first come, first serve, so everything that was down there is cleared out. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's empty. Empty shelves. Well, we just got home and we're gonna relax the rest of the afternoon. Probably gonna edit this week's video, but I do want to go ahead and close it out. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, you guys.